Well, you guys, they tell me that they're doing this because they want to be a voice for other survivors. And the two, they filed that lawsuit in the state Supreme Court on Friday. It accuses Trinity College of several violations of Title IX. It is also the Title IX. It is a federal civil rights law that prohibits sex-based discrimination on any school that receives federal funding.
We want to be heard and recognized, and we want there to be real change so that the people that come after us don't have to spend 4 or 5 years, the rest of their lives, just to survive.
For the last 5 years, Jazmin Johnson and Caila French have been doing just that, surviving. After a freshman year at Trinity College, they say was anything but normal.
This needs to be addressed in a way that takes it seriously.
I thought Trinity would be a place to help me along on that path, and definitely that was quickly shattered.
3 weeks into Jazmin's freshman year, she says she was sexually assaulted by another student, a varsity athlete. 9 months later, June 2018, Caila says she was raped by the same student. Now they are suing Trinity College, saying their sexual assault reports were mishandled. These events bringing the two strangers together.
When I was going to begin my investigation, I was thankfully, through a mutual friend, introduced to Jazmin.
That was the moment when we realized that this was bigger than the two of us or than ourselves, and that we really wanted to do something about what we were facing.
The lawsuit lays out the timeline. Trinity was notified of Jazmin's assault in September 2017. A no-contact order was put in place against her fellow student just 2 months later, but the school did not start a formal investigation until more than a year later, October 2018, after Jazmin requested it.
It's something that's much more common than I think the general public would think that it is for survivors to wait to come forward.
Bridget Koister is a policy manager at Connecticut Alliance to End Sexual Violence, working hands-on with agencies to develop anti-sexual violence policies.
The challenge is that an institution can still, as you had said, implement these supportive measures such as no contact orders. They can still be investigating it or involved to some extent, but it not qualify as formal. However, to a student who has recently gone through this trauma and who doesn't understand this process, that may very well to them look like a formal investigation.
Now, after the formal investigation began, the student athlete both women say attacked them was suspended from Trinity for a year in May 2019, 17 months after Jazmin's assault.
My entire college experience is tainted by this.
In response to our request for comment, Trinity College sent an email claiming to have no comment during pending litigation, still telling us, quote, the college supports students' rights regarding confidentiality, no contact orders, or request for an impartial disciplinary investigation, including when to commence formal investigations. According to the lawsuit, the college also failed to maintain records of Caila's and Jazmin's complaints. The lawsuit also describes Trinity having at least 5 Title IX coordinators in 5 years.
Putting survivors first is what we really want.
The student the women accused eventually going from suspension to expulsion at the conclusion of Caila's case just a month before she graduated in 2021.
Using our voices as a tool is important because we are able to shine light on the fact that it doesn't stop after the one night. It builds and it changes you, and it's hard.
And that's why they say they filed this lawsuit. Now graduates of the college, thousands of miles away from each other, one in Maine, the other in California, still bonded and impacted by the assaults on the campus.
We have so much unconditional love and support for each other that no matter what, no matter how scary or how big or how whatever, it's gonna be okay.
And both girls, Caila and Jazmin, they tell me that they are hoping that this does go to trial, though they know that this will be emotionally challenging for them. And Trinity College tells us that it supports their rights to bring the experience to a close. To read that entire lawsuit, you can go to our website at fox61.com. In the studio, Deandra Turner, Fox 61 News.